Hey guys, stopped for a walk this morning. I wanted to talk to you about a video I saw the other day from an American who lives in the Philippines, and he's been doing videos for quite a few years. I'm not going to mention a name, but he was telling a story about, I'm assuming the guy's American that he's talking about. The guy was in a 3-year LDR with a Filipina girl, of course. And in that time, he built her a house for her and her family. They all lived there. And over the 3 years, he spent over 200,000 US, which is a lot of money. And this YouTuber said that the guy made a lot of money, so it really didn't affect him at all, you know, spending that much money. And then he said how much the guy makes. And he said he makes $7,000 a month. Okay. My math, that's $84,000 a year. And in the United States, that's not enough money. It's barely enough money to live there comfortably, let alone spending, let's see, 200,000 over 3 years. That's what, 3,700 a month you're sending to the Philippines. And not only was he sending her money and building a house, but he was sending her family money every month. 3 entities of the family, 10,000 per entity, so 30,000 a month, plus whatever he was sending his girlfriend. And I just cannot believe that somebody says 84,000 a month, or a year rather, is more than enough money to spend that kind of money when you're living in the United States. Not only was he supporting everybody in the family, he wanted to set them up with a business. So he sent them money for laying hens, so they would, you know, produce eggs, and they could sell the eggs at market and make money on them. And he bought them some pigs, and I'm not sure what they did with the pigs, slaughter them, I don't know. But instead of doing that, the family sold everything, all the hens, all the pigs, and you know, it's money in hand right now. We want money right now instead of thinking long term. So that happened. But anyway, after 3 years, he moved to the Philippines with his extended family in her house, not his, her house. And as soon as he moved here, she started acting extremely jealous. He's not sure why, but extremely, extremely jealous. So, as time went on, he was here 18 months, actually in the Philippines. And as time went on, she got worse and worse. And he got sick. I'm not sure what his ailments were or what was going on, but he made an appointment with a doctor in Manila. I'm not even sure where they lived, what island, even if they're on Luzon Island, I don't know. But when the time came to go to the doctor, of course he wanted her to go. And she says, well, I want to go, but I want to go to the festival. Now, the festival she's speaking of is something that happens every year in every province. in every barangay in the Philippines every year, numerous times a year, as a matter of fact, different festivals. So it's not like it was a one-time, thing that she was going to miss out on. So he told her, look, I got to go to this appointment. Whether you go or not, I'm going. So when he said that, she freaked out and started threatening to do harm to herself, to hurt herself. And after a while, he said, I can't take it anymore. That's it. This is enough. I've had enough. And this is after 18 months of being here. So 3 years and 18 months together. They were never married. And she started acting like this, and he said, that's it. I've had enough. I'm leaving. And he did. Now, I'm not sure if he left the Philippines or just left that situation, but he did leave. And, of course, she got the house, her and her family. And I don't know how much property there was, and it's hard to say. But if they were having pigs and hens and all that, probably a little bit of property there. So he left and never heard from her again. Never. But he did hear from her family. And he contacted him and asked him, hey, are we still going to get our $10,000 per entity per month? So 30,000 pesos. And he said, no, sorry, I'm not with your daughter anymore. I'm not going to support you anymore, which is fair. And of course, that's when all the name calling started and bad things started. And you know the story. Anytime that you split up with somebody, you're the asshole. It's your fault. So, but that didn't seem to bother him, and it did not bother him that he spent 200 grand on this woman and her family. He was just happy to get away from it. So, the moral of the story is, don't build a house for somebody you've never met. You guys have all heard this. Don't build a house for somebody you never met. If you want to send them some money every month, send them some money. I don't like calling it an allowance. That's primitive. But if you want to help out, send them some money. I personally would not send the family money, but that's me. But if you want to help your girlfriend out, send her money, obviously. No problem. But don't build them a house, especially when you've never met, because you never know what's going to happen. And a lot of times, this is what happens. So, luckily the guy's not worried about it. He don't care. 200 grand, gone. It's fine. No problem. But I know a lot of people aren't that way. So, just a cautionary tale, guys. So, take care. Talk to you later.